As I was having lunch, I was thinking we may see this lunch again in the plane because the lessons for today were called stalls and spins. And stalls and spins are about like making the airplane stop flying and then it starts to fall rapidly towards the ground.
There's something special on the mail, right?
Aeronautical qualification. So you need this to be able to talk on the radio. That was my second test. Passed it and I just got my certificate and it's good for life. Pretty sure that this will qualify me to talk on the radio anywhere in the world in an airplane. Now I just have to learn how to do it properly. Ottawa Control, Ottawa Tower, get ready. You're gonna hear from me soon. So we're back. Weather today, not great.
No. Right now, the visibility and ceilings are acceptable, but with the systems going in and out, we're not gonna have we might not have 5 minutes of being able to practice the same exercise and having to deal with
And
other
then having to go around, yeah. So there's thunderstorms coming through in different systems.
Plus we have the probability of thunderstorm that doesn't help the situation either.
We'll shut down now and we'll go on to the training because that's really the boring part, and then hopefully we'll be back to the flying soon.
So how was your flight today, David?
I spent most of the day like this, looking down at the ground as it spun below me. And you know, you kind of go up and down and then back up again, but you're spinning at the same time. You're actually not allowed to have passengers, and for good reason. It was definitely the most intense lessons so far. You have to encourage these situations to exist by flying it in a particular manner that you ordinarily wouldn't be flying it in that manner. And even the last procedure, only the instructor is allowed to create the problem, and then the student recovers from the problem.
So how they created these problems?
So he just goes really, really slow, puts the nose of the aircraft like this, kind of goes in your ear to tell you that there's something wrong, and that gives him the indication to make it even more wrong.
Whoa!
So he pulls back even further, turns, pushes the rudder down so that the plane continues in this wrong direction, and that's when he tells me, okay, now you're in charge, after he's messed up the flight. And then you have to go through the procedure to kind of recover. But the recovery procedure for some of these are the ones where you can actually feel in a small airplane like the G-force of coming back out of the dive. He was saying that these procedures are the things that would scare most pilots. If they were to happen. I kind of changed my mindset. Said I'm gonna treat this as fun, as being at a roller coaster, not trying to save my own life. When you're more relaxed, you're not making the wrong moves. But I did make one pretty serious wrong move.
What you did?
After you start to dive, you're supposed to cut the engine, make the engine go not so fast, which makes sense because you don't want to accelerate towards the ground.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
In this particular case, I looked up and I got my hand on the right knob, but pushed it the wrong way. So we were actually accelerating towards the ground where he had to oh, what are you doing? But you practice high enough so that you have lots of time. I find that my takeoffs are about 90% capable of taking off. Landings, I am still at 30% capability of landing. So the next two lessons are going to be more about landing.
I'm so happy about that, that you're doing everything good and that you didn't kill yourself today because it was almost.
I'm just glad it's done and now I need a drink. So no flying today for two reasons. One, it's raining outside. And the second one is the plane that I had booked today is in for maintenance. So instead of wasting my time, I have another test to write today. I think this is the third or fourth. So this one is called the pre-solo test, written test. And it's different than the P-STAR because it's more about emergency procedures and things that I need to know before I try to go solo. Then it will be really just getting myself the practical training and trying to figure out how to land, which I'm still is just out of my grasp. All right, wish me luck.